What is this, amateur hour? Hi everyone. Today I am going to be talking to you about a game called Rocket League. It came out way back in 2015, which is crazy to me that this game has been out for 5 years now. Uh, it's now available on PC, Xbox One, PlayStation 4, and even Switch. I remember on release it was $20. It's, as far as I'm aware, still $20 to this day, and in 2020, I can still say that this is an absolutely fantastic game. It's one of my most played games. You can see I'm level 151 in the bottom corner. I've played about 700 hours of this game, which is it's by far my most played game of the last 5 years. It's something really special, and I want to share that with you all for the next hour. It's if you don't know what Rocket League is, it's basically a sports game with cars, rocket-powered cars. It focuses on soccer, but there's also hockey, basketball, their own take on volleyball. I'm going to show it all to you so that you can see everything. We're going to start. I mean, first of all, for $20, the amount of content you get is absolutely insane. You get so much stuff packed in for just $20. It's well worth its money, like easily. Uh, I'm going to start off with just playing a regular soccer match. As you can see, we're going to go through this more in depth, but they've got casual play for 1 to 4 players. Here's singles, doubles, triples, 4v4. They've got competitive with a whole ranked system, and then they also have extra modes, which has your rumble, your drop shot, hoops, and hockey, which are also ranked. You can even play competitive hockey, competitive basketball. Not as many people do. You can see the playlist on the Players Online. Overall, like this is 5 years later, there's still almost 300,000 people playing this game on a random afternoon on a weekday. It's very popular. The standard is just 3v3, so I'm just gonna start with that. We're gonna search for it. Uh, like I said, I've played a ton of Rocket League. It's a great game. It's not perfect. There's a couple. I said $20 is your value is a great value, but there's some microtransaction-y things, some battle pass things that aren't so hot. But I'm gonna go about that later. I want this to be a positive video, so we're gonna be. I want all these videos to be positive. So we're gonna focus on the good things. So here is Rocket League. When you do casual, you just join in the middle of a random match. Oh, it is running kind of poorly. There we go. Now it's caught up. Blue team versus orange. You just got your regular gas. You can boost yourself forward. There's a power slide, and most importantly of all is your jump and your double jump. That's how you want to hit the ball. To collect more boost, there's these pads around the area. Boost is in the bottom right. And yeah, whoever scores the most goals in the time wins. Looks like my team is losing 4-1, which isn't so good. One thing that's great about Rocket League is it's easy to understand. You drive around, hit the ball, but you can get so technically good at the game by doing things like this, flying through the air. I missed the ball completely, but yeah, the professionals, like there's an esports league in this and everything, and they are absolutely insane. When you get a chance to check that out, just watch it and have your mind be blown at how good people are at this game. Hey, look at me go. The cars all have the same speed. They have the same attributes basically. The only thing that's different is the turn radius. So when you pick a car, that's basically is the turning radius. Their hitboxes are different too. So some have bigger hitboxes, some have smaller. Yeah, 5 years on, this is still a great game. Another minor negative is the community can sometimes be pretty toxic. If you do a mistake like that, like me hitting my own teammate, people can sometimes get mad. Ooh, missed that. Mainly, I play as a defensive player. I'm not so good at shooting the ball, even though I just messed this up defensively. I like to stay. Oh, my own teammate hit it in. I like to stay between the ball and the goal. I feel like as long as you have players between the ball and the goal, that minimizes your chances of letting them score. And a lot of the time, my teammates are chasing the ball constantly, so I be the one to stay back and make sure that nothing bad happens. Nice shot. You can do quick chat by hitting the D-pad. Oh, speaking of which, I play with a Steam controller, which I know not too many people have, but I like it a lot because you can set the right trigger is gas normally, but if you click the right trigger all the way in, I've got it set so that that boosts me forward. So I can just use the right trigger for gas and boost. It's pretty neat. I know I've got some friends who play keyboard and mouse and they don't know how they do that. There we go. That's how you do a nice little aerial hit. Yeah, the main thing you're doing when you're playing, you want to have proper rotation, which is hard to do with random people. Communication is definitely key. Rotating around, like he missed, so I'm gonna take my shot. I missed, so our third guy should be there to hit it. Hopefully he passes it up, and then one of us can hit it in. Nope. So yeah, this is just a quick little summary of what Rocket League is. It's rocket-powered soccer. It's a lot of fun. Didn't win that one, but I mean, we were down 4-0 when I joined. You can celebrate at the end of matches. This is the Rocket Pass, which I'm not a fan of. We'll get to later. Now let's just dive in and see the ridiculous amount of things you can do in this game. As far as customization, there's the garage. I'll go to a different car so I don't mess up my presets. You can pick, I've got a few, the red cars are cars I've gotten from loot boxes. The green ones are ones that I believe I got with DLC packs. And the black ones are the ones that you just get when you have the game. There are lots of cars to choose from. We're gonna pick, I remember back in 2015, I rocked the Merc. You can see the stats for each car, which is really cool. You can see how many wins you've gotten with each one. I played a lot of Merc because I was like, I'm going to be a goalie, so I want the biggest car. You can pick decals. Some of them move. I think this one might. Yeah, some of them move, so that's pretty cool. It's like different skins. And then even the paint jobs, like you can pick any color. Oh, let me pick a different one though so that I can show you. You can pick how it looks on your car, like how the paint is, carbon fiber, metallic pearl. I don't know what any of this stuff is because I don't know anything about cars, but you can mix and match. It's crazy. They have tons of different tires. As you can see, I've gotten a few rewards. They have different rarities, but I mean, some of them don't really, like this one's very rare, but it doesn't look that special. Or there's this one that's import, which is one of the highest rarities. It looks basically the same. There are boosts. You can change your boost color. Some of them are real fun, like the slime one. I like the Tune Smoke. That one's pretty cool too. And there's tons of hats. Tons of different hats for your car. Who's using want them hats? As you get them, you'll get some that are like just this foam hat, but then there's also this one called the turtle foam hat that keeps track of how many turtle goals you score with it. Or you can get some that are different colors. Like I don't know what color this one normally is, but this one's saffron. So you get lots of customizations ones. I'm trying to find. I used to rock the pirate hat all the time, so, and I think I had one with that kept track of. Yeah, this burnt sienna one. Normally it's black like this, but I got this burnt sienna one that I scored a lot of goals with. Yeah, it's really cool. Just like I like that I had this special hat. Like anyone can have a pirate's hat, but I have this burnt sienna one. Or I've got, let me see, did I ever have one that I actually kept track of the stats with? It sure doesn't. Here we go. So I had the normal taxi topper, but I also had this one that keeps track of whenever I'm a skillful striker. Keeps track of how many times you make a shot on goal. So just different stat tracking things. That's really cool. Or these two tiaras. I haven't wore them ever, but they keep track of different stats. That's neat. It's better than just having a random hat. You can customize your antenna. Same thing. No, these don't come in different colors though. I guess they don't have stats either. But they're fun. You can customize goal explosions. This, for the longest time, everyone just had the regular goal explosion. And they finally introduced them later, and it's so cool. My favorite is the T-Rex because I'm a huge Jurassic Park fan. How cool is that? A flaming T-Rex jumping out. You can do your tire trail, which I haven't really seen too many that are super cool. It's kind of hard to tell in the heat of the moment. And you can change your car sound. Like, So much detail. You can change it to be a different car. Like if I want this van to sound like an X-Devil Mark II V2, you can do that. It's so customizable. They even have where is it? I know there's a random. Oh, here it is. It's the dice roll. You can just hit random. And it'll give you a random setup. It'll just put random pieces. I don't even know what tires those are, but those are cool. You can create presets, so you can just switch between them whenever. Uh, Blueprints, we'll talk about that later. You can change your banner, choose your avatar border. Lots of customizations for the individual car. It's super duper cool. I know I keep saying that, but I really like this game. Next, training. If you just want to practice, it's got so much stuff for practicing. You can go into free play. I'll just show you real quick what that is. It's just practicing. You get unlimited boosts. It's just you in an empty arena, so you can practice your shots. So let's say I want to hit this over here and try and score off of that corner, which I'm not going to do. Yeah. So you get the gist of it. It's just an empty arena with stuff. If that isn't your style, they also have custom training where you can actually pick from people's trainings that they've set up. I actually haven't gone into this. I didn't know this was. We're gonna do goalie clear back. Yeah, and people can make their custom trainings so that you can do them. It'll show you where the ball is. Oh, okay. Whoops. What? I didn't know what I was getting into. Am I trying to keep it from going in here? Did I fail? That didn't count. What is happening? I don't know what the point. Am I supposed to score? Okay. I guess I just have to touch the ball. So yeah. We'll go back to that. Yeah, just tons of custom trainings. You can browse by things, wall to air dribbles to practice. I've never seen, I obviously haven't created anything. Just people making different things for you to do it. Or there's a tutorial, which I'm not going to go through. Psyonix has their own. I didn't know that the custom training had that, actually. I haven't gone into that. They have their own where you can practice being a goalie, practice being a scorer, practice your aerials, which I am terrible at, even after 700 hours. So we'll go with this. And it's 10 shots. I believe they're random. This is the hardest difficulty, so watch me be good. Yeah, it's just 10 shots. You gotta defend them. Or the striker, 10 shots that you have to score. We're gonna go until I miss, because I don't know if I've gotten 10 out of 10 on All-Star. So far, we're 2 for 2. That's pretty exciting. Also, I forgot to mention at the beginning of this video, I don't have any music playing. Ah! Well, that's the end of that. But if you miss it, you can hit RB to redo it. It's pretty great. Like, they've thought of everything. I'm not having any music because I don't know how copywriting works on YouTube. I don't want to get copyright struck for anything. So that's that. So yeah, training. If you want to get better at the game without actually having to play people, they've got you down. You can go to career, see tons of stats. Look at that. I've played almost 5,000 matches. That's crazy. I've spent so much of my life playing this game. All-time stats. This is 5 years of stats. And I have never done a high five. That's a new thing. I've never seen that before. After you score a goal, if you hit someone in the air. Leaderboards. I won't show my friends because I don't know if I have their permission. Top 100 global players. You can check Steam only. You can check only by your console. You can check by your friends. League rankings. Here's on the right side all of the different rankings. I believe I'm in gold for most things. I got up to diamond in Rumble, which is absurd. But yeah, that's the ladder you're trying to climb. It's one thing I'll say about Rocket League that I really like is a lot of people seem to struggle with these ranking systems because they feel like they should climb. They want to climb to be the best. I think what Rocket League does really well is it matches you in the bracket where you're going to have close games, where you are going to win 50% of your games. and it's going to make you better because of it. I know it would be great for me to climb from gold into platinum and diamond, but that's not my skill level. My skill level is gold. When I play other people in gold, most of my matches are close matches. There are some where I destroy the other team, there are some where I get destroyed, but most of the time I'm having close matches, and that's what it strives to do. That's what's fun to me, is having these competitive matches. And I think Rocket League does a really great job of that. We've got so much more in this game. It's crazy. Extras. You can save your replays after every game. I have saved dozens of replays, and I don't know why. I didn't label any of them. I labeled this one WOW. I labeled this one Q. You can name them, but I've never done that, so I don't know why I did these. Just for fun, let's look at a little gameplay of me. This is the game came out in 2015. I've got replays from 2015. Let's check this out. This is, you just saw me play a little bit ago. Now let's watch me play when this game first came out. We're gonna switch to player view. I got rid of the names. Where the names go? Because I don't remember. Here I am. Look at that. Got the pirate hat right away, even in 2015. Oh, I couldn't even score there. This is what everyone was like back then. Like I showed you flying around boosting and stuff. When this game first came out in 2015, no one knew how to do any of that. Like you'll see everyone is just going to be on the ground, missing shots left and right. I mean, he made that shot. Actually, look at this goal on the bottom timeline. There's a lot of goals, but like, here's some embarrassment. Like, I don't know how to turn. I don't know how to go on the wall. This should be an easy goal. I can't even touch it. I actually got in the way more than anything. Look at this. It's just crazy to me. Watching video from 2015, how no one knows how to play the game. Oh man, there was no hockey back then, no basketball, no rocket pass. Speaking of items, I forgot to mention this when we were looking at the items. All there was whenever you would level up, you'd get a new item. And then eventually, if you played enough, you unlocked all the items. And that was it. There was nothing else. I unlocked all the items within a few weeks, and that was it. There was no more unlockables, so you could keep leveling up. There was no painted items. There was no stat tracking items. It was just cosmetics. It was crazy. Eventually, they released a DLC pack with a couple of new cars that I bought because I felt like I got so much more value than $20 worth, and I felt like they deserve more of my money than what they've gotten. I know when it first came out, it was free on PlayStation Plus. They gave this game away for free, and it's crazy. You just don't see that anymore. Like, there are free-to-play games, but they're heavily monetized. This game was $20, a ton of fun, just cosmetic stuff. Like I said, it's kind of lost its way. It's been bought by Epic Games and corporate ownership, blah blah blah. But it's still a super fun game to play. And yeah, you can save replays. I know you can probably edit them and stuff, but I'm not so good at that jazz. Here's the workshop where you can download different things people have made. I downloaded 2 things like years ago. You can this is the Steam Workshop, so I'm not sure if this is still in the game because Epic owns it now and it's sold on the Epic Store, but I'll show you both of these things just so you can get an idea. Someone made, it's just, in the original game, there was a map like this. There was more of a soccer stadium. I did not know that I was going to score. It's a little janky. It was a soccer stadium where you could drive behind the goal and drive up and over it. They actually put it in this game. They have it for events every once in a while. It's not a standard map, but back before it was in the game, someone made this. Wow, it just completely went out of bounds. And then the other thing that someone made that I downloaded way back when was this stunt pack thing. It has nothing to do with soccer. It's just a... I mean, I know you can push the ball around, but it's just like a... Oops. That's embarrassing. It's just a nice little stunt thing where you can just drive around for fun. There we go. Isn't that neat? Just a little stunt pack that someone made. I've never been able to do this loop. I remember that when I was younger. When I was younger. When I was younger 3 years ago. See, I still can't do it. So yeah, go to the Steam Workshop. You can make things. You can download things. I think that's pretty much it for the extra stuff. So next, oh yeah, there's the item shop. It's supposed to be a store where you can buy tires and stuff. I'll get to that later. We're gonna stick to the fun things. Oh man, where's the season mode? There used to be a season mode. Is that not in here anymore? Here it is. Okay, this is one of the most ridiculous things that I can't believe they have. You can play, like, you know how sports games, baseball games, basketball games, they have seasons, they have franchises modes. This has a season mode. You can play a team, you can pick your difficulty, you can pick the number of lengths the season is, how many playoff teams. I don't know why you'd want to do this. I thought I had one saved, but I guess not. I'm just gonna show you quick. You can pick your team name, you can change your teammates. I would want, oh, I guess those are the only ones I can pick between Chipper and Merlin. Team name, Sharks. Uh, Look at this. This is crazy. It's got standings on the side, which you can even see stats for. We'll play a quick match. Oh, is this the actual old Badlands? It is. So, I don't remember when this happened, but you've seen how the maps were all pretty standard. For a while, they had non-standard maps. Like this one at Wasteland is slanted up on the side. That's the extent of its weirdness. I think it's also much bigger, but they had this in the competitive stuff too. So every once in a while, people would get this in the competitive scene, and people were mad. They were so mad that it was not standard because the esports players had. It's tougher to read the ball. It makes weird bounces, as Hill does, and that made it more difficult for people. It got even worse with Neo Tokyo, which I'll show you if I get a chance. That thing, instead of just having hills on the side like this, it was a straight up incline. Like there was the right and left side was on a totally separate level. It was a pain to drive on. I hated that map. Eventually they removed them from competitive play, so you can only get them in casual, and they have not made any since then, really, except for the soccer style map, but they've only been doing normal maps since that point. And I understand, some of them can really suck when people are used to playing a certain way, used to seeing the bounces a certain way. It can get difficult. Okay, no air, no goal. Oh yeah, that's the season mode, by the way. I'm not going to finish that match. But yeah, you can play an entire... It's even got the schedule all the way out if you just want to practice. I will say, even on all-star difficulty, they're not very good. If you just sit back and play goalie the whole time, you'll win basically every game. They're not very good on all-star. Oh, I've got another fun story. I'm sorry. uh, Back when the game first came out, back in 2015, if someone were to leave a casual match, then a bot would replace them. And the bots were insanely good. They could score from anywhere at any time. Like I remember when someone would leave a match, everyone in the match would leave as well because you can't compete against that bot. They would just score endlessly. It was a crazy glitch. They eventually had to lower the difficulty, which also lowered the difficulty for the season mode, and now it's not difficult if you've played any amount of time. You can host local matches if you want to team up with people with friends. That's always fun. We've done that before. Tournaments. That's a thing they introduced a while ago. If you want to play in a tournament anytime, you can. There's 1v1, 2v2, 3v3. I'm not going to join one just because it takes time, but yeah, they've got set start times, so you can pick one that's going to, like these ones are going to start a minute away my time. These aren't much used, as I'm sure you can see. Only 3 teams are doing that right now. It's very underused, which is a shame because it's a cool thing, but I mean it's also kind of time consuming. You can set things like what tier level anyone's at, so that you could have only people in your tier level, or if you want to face off against better people for whatever reason. But it's not. Oh man, these are just Rocket League's custom ones, I guess. It's not often used, but it's another thing. It's another thing you can do. Don't be shy. Come on. I don't think I've ever done a tournament. Uh, you can even do this locally. Like I was with a group of friends and we created a tournament for everyone to be in. That's how we decided who was best. I don't know what a club is. I've never. Oh, good. Okay, let's. I guess me and a friend made a club. Forgot about that. Um, another thing. What if you want to like not play online? I'm just gonna do play local and exhibition. So you can pick, like you can customize your own matches to a crazy amount of you can pick the arena, you can pick the bot difficulty. Here's a big thing they introduced, which is really cool, is mutator settings. In your individual matches with friends or against bots, you can change everything, and these get absolutely crazy. You can change the match length to be never ending. You can do overtime, which is pretty cool. Here's the things where things really get crazy. You can change the speed of the ball. You can change the ball type to different shapes. We'll change it to a cube. You can change. I've never seen curveball. That's interesting. You can change the ball size. We're gonna make it large. Super high bounciness. You can change your boost to be unlimited. You can have different rumble settings, which I haven't gone into yet. We'll have that on. You can set the boost to always be going. Gravity. You could turn it. Did they not have off? They used to have off. You can change it so that there's friendly fire. I mean, it's just crazy. So we're gonna go with that. We're gonna create a match. I think my teammate names. What are they? Okay, they're just blue and red. Good, good. it You can just create complete chaos. Look at this. Unlimited boost. Square ball bouncing everywhere. This is a fun thing to do when you have a group of friends. Just set crazy things. Oh my word. Okay. Boost is a little strong. They used to have no gravity, which like sounds fun, like oh playing a game with no gravity, but it's impossible because you just float around. I think they might have removed that, or I just missed it. But yeah, you can create absolutely crazy matches. I've spent what now? Almost half an hour telling you all the things that you can do that aren't even like playing the game. You can change your team names, you can change the team colors, and $20. Crazy. So let me show you, I think, see, here's the throwback stadium. As you can see from the picture, you can go behind the goals and you can ramp off of them, which, I mean, the uses are pretty rare. I'll admit I don't like this map so much. It's cool for nostalgia's sake, but in the regular maps, when you miss your shot, you have a chance to get it on the rebound and hit it in. On this, if you miss the shot, it's gonna go past the goal, and you're not gonna go get it. Here, for a brief time, they had a thing called Rocket Labs. Before I forget, let me turn the mutators off. They had a thing called Rocket Labs, where they had experimental maps that they thought they wanted to test them out with the community and see what people think. After those initial batches, they didn't have any more, but they're interesting ideas. This one, pillars. There's two columns, so there's like lanes to travel in between the two goals. So you could, if you see everyone's in the middle, you're like, okay, I'm gonna hit the ball to the left side, go around them. The cosmic, it's hard to see, but in front of the goals, it's slanted up. That's basically it. Double goal. This one was weird. So you see this pillar. I'm gonna use my mouse. If you see this pillar here, there's a goal on this side and a goal on the other side. You can kind of see it over here. So you got two goals to defend. Weird. Octagon. The arena is an octagon. There's more boost pads, which are nice, but it's a huge, huge field. Underpass. This is what the original Neo Tokyo was like. It's on the sides here. It's got different levels. People really didn't like that. I don't like it that much. Utopia Retro, that's the weirdest one I think. It's a donut shape. Here's the blue team's goal. The orange team's goal is here on the other side. So you kind of have to hit it around and back and forth. What's interesting is the goals are connected. So if the orange team is driving towards the blue goal and you're on the orange team, you can drive through the goals to defend it. That was pretty cool. Let me see if they have the original Neo Tokyo. Because I just want to... That's the new one, the standard one. They've added so many maps. It's really cool. Champions Field. Look, you can even pick different weather if you want. Here we go. Tokyo Underpass is what they call it. I'm going to show it to you just so you can see. This was a competitive stage way back when. And it's just kind of crazy. I always struggled with driving up the wall. I'm going to see if the ball goes there first so I can just show. See, how are you supposed to judge these bounces? It's really tough. Or like if the ball's up there, which we're just going to pretend it is, you drive up here and you go flying. It's so hard to control anything. So, like I said, they haven't really made any different maps since then, and I can see why. You can set mutators to these weird maps. Oh yeah, they had this one too. I forgot about it. Originally the Arctagon. It was an octagon shaped map. That was, I want to say, the last one. I don't know if I've ever played on this map. But, despite everything I've said, the meat of your time is going to be doing online play. I've already showed you standard, doubles, dual, chaos. There's competitive in each. We might do one of those, but I'm going to show you just the different modes of this here. The first one to come out, they always had just soccer. The first one to come out was hockey. Right now there's only 1,100 people, so it might take a little while to find a match, but I'll keep my fingers crossed. Hockey is probably my favorite of the non-soccer games. It's a different style of play, and I really like it. It also brings out, I've got family in Minnesota, so it brings out those O's. I really get that hockey voice going, you know? You just want to score those goals. I don't actually watch hockey. I don't know what I'm talking about. I suppose I could have looked up a game and then talked to you about stuff before. Dang. You know what? While we're doing that, while this is searching, let me just talk about some stuff that I'm not so fond of. Let's go into the item shop. Yeah, this wasn't here back in 2015, but it is now. You can spend credits to buy things. The only way to get credits is to buy them with real money. I know this is pretty common in games these days, but it just sucks that, I don't know. It's hard when you play the game in 2015 and you just unlocked things by playing them. Eventually, they introduced loot boxes where you would get a box and you could pay for a key to open the box, and you'd get a random item, completely random. I actually removed those aren't in the game anymore, so I can't show you. I should have kept them. My bad. Yeah, so, and then they promised that there would be no cars behind a paywall, and you could only buy them with DLC, which I did for a few cars. And then they put them in the loot boxes eventually, and that was sad. Like this Animus car, it looks pretty cool, but I'm not going to pay actual money for it. We'll get back to this later. We've got some hockey to play. So, the thing about hockey that makes it different from soccer, there's a puck. And every instinct you've built while playing regular Rocket League, it's gone. It's straight up gone. There's no jumping because the puck just travels along. I mean, obviously you're going to have to jump at times, but for the most part, this puck travels along the ground. Wall shots are essential. Like that shot I just missed. You have to be good at driving on the wall to be good at hockey. It's tough because of the weird shape. Sometimes you'll drive right under it when normally the ball you can be pretty confident that you're going to hit it. I love hockey. You get lots of those passes that just go right in front of the goal to slam. It's so much fun. Back, I I know I keep talking about back in the days, but when this game has been out for 5 years, there are people that don't know these stories. When they first introduced hockey back in 2015, there was this glitch where if the puck would go up on the ceiling, it would get stuck to the ceiling and just travel along it. Like how it's traveling along the wall there, it would do that on the ceiling. Like where it would go with the ceiling there, it would just get stuck. So there were times where people would hit it up here. Like if I were to hit it straight up, oh look at me go. They would hit it straight up along the wall. We can't have the mouse here. It would go straight up the wall, up onto the ceiling, and travel all the way across the ceiling to the other goal. It was chaos. It was so crazy. They eventually fixed it, so it doesn't do that anymore. But yeah, so this is hockey. I don't want to leave because this is... You cannot play casual hockey, casual basketball, any of those. So if I leave a match, it's going to be 2v3, which isn't fair for the people I'm playing with. So you get to watch a whole hockey game here, unless we do so good that the other team forfeits. Like I said, wall hitting, important. There's... Part of the thing is like seeing where your opponent is coming. Oh, good try. Like seeing where your opponent is coming on the wall and trying to counter that. No one's there to hit it in. I should have gone for it. Like seeing that guy's going low on the wall, so you're going to hit the puck up. Ooh, that almost went in. It's really interesting. Or to try and guess where he's going to hit it. If someone else is going to go first, is he going to go high? Is he going to go low? It's really cool. There we go. When, also, 2015 fun fact, when hockey first came out, they intended it for it to be a seasonal mode. That should have been my save. They were only going to have it in winter, and they were going to bring it back every winter. That was their plan originally. But some people bought the game only to play hockey. So thankfully, they reversed their stance on that, and were like, okay, we'll have it all the time. You can play hockey all the time. 5 years later, here it is, competitive mode. Thank you, thank you. Look at that, 2 goals, that was great. I really like hockey. I don't play it enough just because not enough other people play it. It takes a long time to get into a match. Oops, that's my bad. That's my soccer instincts kicking in. Fun fact, just about playing. If you don't have any boost, you can still get to your max speed by doing front flips. So here, I'll stop and show you. You do a couple front flips. There you go. You're back to full speed. Then you don't have to use boost either. A lot of people don't do that. A lot of people just use their boost constantly. I prefer to save it for moments when you need it. Dang, these guys hanging in there. Ooh, that's not good. That was on me. That was my bad. No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Hockey is a lot of fun. I wish more people played it. You get these nice snowy tracks. Yeah, no problem. We got this. Even that face-off, you're trying to judge where the opponent is going so that you can pinch it away from them. That was a nice hit. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. We got a comeback on that. So you see on the score here on their pictures, these ones say Cynet. The blue team is all Cynet. The orange we have 1 Cynet. That means they're playing on a different system. That's one thing I forgot to mention. Crossplay. You know how you can play your Fortnite on any system. You can play Destiny with people from other systems. Rocket League was one of the very first games to have crossplay. And I don't know if it gets enough credit for how it has changed. Oh, I totally missed. The gaming landscape. Before Rocket League, like you could only play PC games against PC players, Xbox games against Xbox players. Rocket League was instrumental in having the different consoles able to play against each other. And now I can play with my friends on Switch, I can play with my friends on Xbox, on PlayStation, No way, that's going in. Dang, I was getting cocky. I was like, why are these guys forfeiting? Yeah, and that's huge. Like, that's changing video games. And it's this game about rocket-powered cars playing sports. Face off, I'm gonna pass it back to my teammate. Oh man. There. Ooh, I think I made it worse. Oh, I made it much worse. Oh no, it's tied! That's okay. It's okay, we're fine. Everything's fine. Oh, my teammate didn't go. I'm starting to get focused now. Gotta focus in on winning the game. Oh, that's a good one. Someone knock it in. Knock it in, baby. Nice clear. Oh, center it, you fool! I missed. See, isn't this just fun? 4v4 game, 45 seconds left. Oh, look at that. Dang it. I need to get some boost. Thank you. Look at that boost right there. See, I saw him going high, so I pushed it low. Unfortunately, the other team was there, but man, we're lucky that that didn't go in. I hope this doesn't go into overtime. I've only got an hour to play, guys. One thing I think I'm best at is those wall hits. Oh man, good thing I saved that because I knocked my teammate hard out of the way. No, teammate. Oh, is this the moment of glory? No, no one wanted to touch it. So we get overtime. How overtime works. First one to score wins the game. This isn't like your traditional soccer where there's a time limit. And it goes on, I'm pretty sure, until someone wins. There might be a 20-minute time limit. Dang it. Oh, that would be so cool. I think the longest I've had is like 15 minutes. Oh shoot, I'm sorry. Tried to cross him over, crossed him too much. Oops. You guys got this. Okay, really feels like we're on the attack more, which is good, but also they get a big clear when I be in trouble. Nice to get this boost. Dice. Oh, that one's going in front. Oh no! Oh no! Okay, we're still good. Still alive. Backflip. Missed it. This match. Teammates running into each other. Here we go. Hit it closer. Dang it. These guys are good defenders. After letting 4 goals go. That's not good. I thought he was going to go high, but he didn't. I tried laying off. This is really wasting into my amateur hour time. Random thing, but voice chat. I know that you can chat with other people. Mine has, since 2015, it's never worked. I mean, most people don't talk in the game, but I don't know what it is. Even with my friends, like whenever a stranger talks, it's all static and garbled. I don't know. Oh well. Between PC, Xbox, PlayStation, you cannot send typed messages, I believe. I could be wrong on that, but I'm pretty sure you can't. You can only send pre-recorded messages. I know that that's the case on PC at least. Look at that, they have a goalie back all the time. It's going too far. This match wasn't supposed to take this long, but I'm not leaving my teammates. What are you doing, buddy? No. No problem. Oh, that was a great pass. If they went on that, they earned it. Dang it. If he didn't bump me, I had a good run. Here comes the center. Oh, that's a shot on goal. Man, that was a good wall face off there. I'm going to try and keep pushing it. Nope, missed it. I haven't played hockey in a while. I'm a little. Oh, is this gonna be it? Oh, they won it. Oh, our teammate left. He's sad. I didn't mean to say I got it. Dang, 4-0 lead and we blew it. That's a shame. I'll have to quick go through the next modes. So that's hockey. I love it. I think it's great. You play 10 matches. You see it says unranked. You play 10 matches before you get your official rank. That's a lot of placement matches. I know Overwatch only does 5. Rocket League does 10. Next, we're going to check out Hoops. Hoops is one of my... Oops, I got to take off hockey. Hoops is one of my least favorite... You know what? Why don't we... So that I don't have to play a whole match. Let's just do it on here with AI. Hoops. Hoops is usually 2v2. As you can see, giant basketball hoops. Should be, mutator should be off. I am not very good at it. The ball is much heavier. It's definitely got more of a basketball feel, as it should. We're playing basketball. You do a tip-off at the beginning, which I never do that good at. It's just hard to hit the ball in the basket. Like, it's giant like that, but I just can't figure out how to get the air on it to hit it up. You can hit it around like Cougar's about to do. Another interesting thing, the net is solid to the ball, but cars can drive through it. It's a little trippy sometimes. Like this, how do I hit it up there to get it in? I'm just not good at basketball. But it is a fun mode. It's really satisfying. Oh, look at that. Did I do it? Dang, I tried getting cocky and like doing one of those slide finishes. Oh, thanks, Viper. See, ball goes off the rim. I don't. I think the only times I score are when I do this. I go around and just tap it in. Hey! This does have one of the most satisfying things in the game, though, passing it up and someone slamming it down. You can get some really cool dunks in this game. I'll play for another minute just so you can see how it is. See? It's so hard to judge because you start off with such little boost. Man, you can, it's tough to tell just by watching, but the basketball itself has such a heavy feel to it. It has no bounce at all. Like, watch me go and hit it here. Boom. It just barely goes anywhere. Where when you're playing soccer, it goes, wow, that was a good shot, maybe? Yeah, that was a good. No. I've never seen a bot make that good of a save. Come on and slam. Ooh. That's a fun thing too, is getting a clothesline by the rim. Oh, Cougar was a good shot. Okay, so yeah, that's basketball. I'm not so good at it, but I can see where it could be fun. The other mode, drop shot. The closest thing I can think of is to call this volleyball. I'm going to explain it a little bit before going into a game, because there's a lot going on in this. There is a lot going on. So there's a blue side and an orange side. The game starts off with everything being solid. Your goal is to hit the ball. If you're on the orange team, you want to hit the ball on the blue side so that it hits the ground. When the ball hits the ground, like let's say it hits this, is it octagon, hexagon? Hexagon. Let's say it hits this hexagon, that makes it disappear, kind of like these are here. Then you have to hit it into that spot again to score a goal. The team with the most points wins. The harder you hit the ball at the ground, the more hexagons you break away. It isn't just hitting each individually. Like, so much is open here because it was a hard shot that came down and opened that section up. Actually, I think it might take 2 shots. Yeah, it takes 2. The first lights it up like this, the second breaks it away. I don't play it too much because this is probably the most skill-based of the extra modes, just because you're bouncing things on, trying to bounce it onto the ground, trying to bounce it into different spots. What's interesting is after a goal, it doesn't all reset. Like, let's say the orange team scores in this hole here, After that goal is scored, their stuff is still wide open like this. So it really takes a lot of, like, even if you score, you're not safe. You still have these giant holes. We'll play a quick match. I don't know how the bots are gonna do with this. I guess we'll see. Play a couple minutes. This is my friends. They're great. Oh, I didn't do 3-on-3. My bad. So you can even see the ball will change when a team hits it. The ball will be charged that color. Blue, I just touched it, so now it's orange. If it's orange and it lands on our side, it won't do any damage, just like that. But now it's blue. If it touches our side, they're gonna get some spaces, and they do. This shouldn't be 2v2. So now they're lit up. If they hit it again, so you want to slam it down like that to do more damage. The faster it goes, the more damage it does. And it's tough to do. Oh, if that were to hit our side, it'd be great. Looks like it's going to hit the orange side. There we go. Oh, that was a good hit. This is tough with 2v2. Normally it's 3v3. Hit there, hit there. Come on, hit the ground. Dang it. If it rolls, it doesn't count, as you just saw. And another thing is you might have noticed no charging pads. Your car is constantly getting boost, which is nice. Don't have to worry about those boost pads. Yeah, so that's gonna hopefully hit the ground. Yes. I'm gonna go until someone scores a goal. That's not the way to go, Tex. That is not the way to go. Hit there, hit there. Come on. It's really satisfying when you hit a really hard shot into the ground because it makes a huge sound. Everything lights up. You're like, wow, I did good. I did bad right there. It's just so tough to judge where the ball is going to go, where you need to hit it. Dang it. Beast. How did he hit that? Oh, that's going to be bad. Look at how charged up it is. Oh, there's a gaping hole now. This is going right towards it. There we go. I don't think we have... Oh, we've got some holes up here, too. So now we want to hit it in that hole. Obviously, as you saw, your car cannot drive. It doesn't fall in. The ball does, though. Come on, Tex. Hit the ground. Hit the ground. There we go. That's going to open up a bunch. Can I save the day? Yes, I can. Slam it down. Oh, we're making some good holes here. Oh, I'm not good at those shots. Tex. No. Oh, good hit. Do we have Tex and Rex? Did that hit it? Okay, good. So we got that corner. Oh, there it is. There's a goal. Good job, me. Kind of a lucky bounce. But now I just want to show you that afterwards, that area on the right still opened up. So yeah, this is drop shot. It's very difficult, but if you can be good at it, that's good. I never showed my friends do. My friends like to play this game, but add mutators, which is complete and total chaos. Rumble! I have to show you Rumble still. Oh, we're running out of time. There's just so much in this game. Rumble. Rumble is fun. I think we just do... There's Rumble. We'll do 3v3. So, Rumble is, you know how Mario Kart has power-ups? What if there was power-ups in Rocket League? See this little 10 in the corner next to my boost? Every 10 seconds, everyone in the match gets a random power-up. There's things like plungers. There's... Your car will have spikes on them. We're not even going to get to see it because Caveman had to go and score, so the 10 seconds is going to start again. There's a hook shot that hooks you to the ball and pulls you at it. There's a magnet that magnetizes the ball to you. You can make someone boosting all the time. I haven't played regular soccer in so long, I've lost my skills. That's one thing that's kind of difficult, is switching back and forth between stuff. So here, I can force that guy. Now he's boosting constantly. You see him going crazy there. Someone iced it. Someone else iced it. There's a power-up that lets you kill people whenever you touch them. It's there's a giant boot. It's really chaotic, but it's a lot of fun. A lot of fun. Oh, this is one of the best power-ups. If you can time it, you can score a goal from anywhere. I'm gonna try and do that. Just kidding, I'm dead. See if I can get in for a good punch. Oh, this is like perfect. Boom. That's how you do it. Punch it right in. Ah, what a great game. There's again, there's competitive Runball. You can play that in a competitive capacity. So, we're getting to the end of the video. I would be remiss to not talk about the things that aren't so good with the game, which is this eShop. I'm never going to get these tires unless I buy them. I'm never going to get these things unless I buy them with real money, which sucks. There's esports stuff, which is cool. There's the esports thing is pretty impressive with the leagues, the teams. They've got announcers. It's really cool. I know that's pretty common these days with esports, but again, Rocket League was one of those first ones to do it. It's really cool. Here's my least favorite thing about the game is the Rocket Pass. Like every game these days, there's a battle pass, and here it is. I mean, there's a free battle pass, which is cool. You get stuff, but the good stuff is tied behind the paid tier, which is this top premium one. One thing, let me see how much it costs. It costs 1,000 credits to purchase it. And I believe, let me count just real quick. Everyone count with me. 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600. Oh, and then it's question mark. Oh, what was I at? 800? Shoot, I lost track. 900. It definitely didn't get to 10. Rocket League is one of the only games I've seen where when you buy the battle pass, you can't earn enough to buy the next battle pass. Granted, they could be behind these question marks at the end of the tier here, but I feel like they're not since they show this one. That's crappy. I mean, so many other games have it where when you buy the battle pass, you can earn the next one just by playing the game a lot. Even those question marks at the end, that's really crappy too. If you're buying a battle pass, you want to know what you're going to get. You want to know what these things, especially at the end, are going to be. It's really, really, it's sad. It's sad. And the top thing is 100 credits. I mean, obviously I completely ignore it just because I don't want to spend $10 to get stuff. While we still have, wow, no time at all. Here, instead of loot boxes, when you level up, you get blueprints. They're really cool things. Like this is an actual car. These are some cool tires. You can see exactly what it is, but you have to pay for it. As you can see, I can't show you, I guess. In the top right, it says build this item for 50 credits, build this item for 400 credits, build this item for 600 credits. I added it up. If I wanted to unlock all of these things, it would cost me $200. $200 for all of these items. The most expensive is, I can't find it. It would cost me $20 just to pay for that individual thing. I thought it was one of these gold things. Yeah, it's really crappy. I'm not a fan. Like I said, when the game first came out, you could play it, unlock everything just by playing it, and now I have 124 blueprints that I can't. I've got all these items just looking at me that I can't use because I have to pay for it. That's not fun. I understand that. I understand you want to make money in order to keep the game going, but anyways, to sum it up, I hope you can't hear my dogs in the background. I've gone a whole hour without them making any noise. To sum it up, Rocket League is an absolutely fantastic game. There is so much to do in this game for just $20. It's endless fun. You can spend forever getting better at it. There's almost no skill ceiling. It's a great game. Yeah, that's it. Thank you for watching Amateur Hour Gaming. If I know It's that typical thing, but if you like it, please give it a like, comment something, subscribe. If you don't, dislike it, comment why you didn't like it. Maybe you can subscribe later. Thank you so much for watching. Uh, yeah, bye bye. No, that sounded like another famous YouTuber. Goodbye.